Alright, so look, you clicked this video for a reason, and I'm gonna just assume the reason is you're still insecure about something that you have about yourself. You don't believe in yourself, or you don't think the people around you support you, or it's just something personal that's going on in your life, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you why people think that you're pathetic, or why you think that you're pathetic. And the reason is because one, you don't want to try anything. Two, you don't have your own opinions. Three, you're scared of change. Four, let's see, you're scared to do different things from other people. You don't want to be yourself. It's a list and list of things that you don't want to do that you're scared of doing. And if you want to get out of that mindset of thinking that, oh, I'm a loser in life, or I'm so pathetic, I don't, how can I be different, or like, how can I make my life better, or, you just want to get out of that, loser mindset. The first thing you have to do is, take accountability of yourself. Now, the first thing you did was acknowledge that you don't feel like a good person, or you don't feel like you're worthy of anything, right? So that's the first step that you did. Congratulations, you know what I'm saying? You have to take accountability of where you are in your life right now. And, if you feel pathetic or you feel like a loser, it's time to make a change, you know what I'm saying? Because, we're all here for a reason. We're all born here to have a purpose. We're all here for unique, reasons. Like I just said that, but, there's no reason why you should feel, less worthy than somebody, or you should feel like, you're a loser. You don't feel, like you truly belong here. And once you start to take accountability, once you start to realize that I only have one life to live, I have to make the most of it, that's when you start getting into like a different mode in life. So you'll start to take life more serious, I guess. You'll start to really like do the things that you want to do. You'll just start to move different. Like, it's kind of like a transformation, kind of like you just slowly transform into a different person. And you can't, if you really want this, like if you really want this to happen in your life, like I said, you can't be afraid of change, because that's something that it's just like, life is changing every day. So it's just something that you're gonna have to get over. It's something that you're gonna have to welcome into your life. And if you truly want to be, a better person, if you truly want to stop feeling like worthless or whatever, however you feel, you have to invite change in your life. You have to invite transformation into your life. And the whole purpose of life is evolving and transforming, you know what I'm saying? Do you really want to be the same person you were a year ago, or do you still want to be the same person you were 5 years from now? Or do you still want to be the same person you are 10 years from now? I know you don't. Like, nobody wants to be the same person, because if you make no change in your life, that's why most people feel depressed, you know what I'm saying? So you have to invite change in your life. And a lot of you, like, you won't do something unless you have an opinion from somebody else. Like, I know a lot of people who won't do certain things because they're afraid of what their friends might think, or they're afraid of what their family might think. So the first thing they do, like, they get an idea in their head, and the first thing they do is just go ask their friends, or they go ask their family. And obviously if their family or friends don't like it, then they're not going to like it. So that's something that's going to hinder your progress too. If you can't have your own opinions, if you can't do what you want to do, if you can't do none of that, then you're still going to be that same person. You're still going to feel worthless, because you're not going to feel like you're going to feel like, oh, I can't even like follow through my own ideas. Like, I need validation from other people to actually do something in my life. And if you continue to live your life like that, then your life is just going to be based on somebody else's ideas, or what they believe in, etc. You know what I'm saying? So you got to start having your own ideas and acting on them. You can't like rely on other people's opinions, because one, people don't see your vision and whatever goal you have. Two, people have different thinking, you know what I'm saying? Your friends don't think like you. No matter how much you think you guys are alike, they won't think like you. They won't, like I said, they won't see your vision. They won't see like the way you think about things. That's why it's good to have, people who think differently than you, because you take those ideas and then you create something that you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can't just you can't just act like your friends know everything. You can't act like your family knows everything, because one, you got to realize that even if you did have a good idea and they tell you no, don't do this, they could be, you know what I'm saying? They could just say it because they don't want you to do it, because they're jealous that you made some idea like that, or they don't want you to get ahead of them. It's just, you know, you got to do things for yourself, because not everybody's for you. And I'm not saying whoever your friends or family are like plotting against you or anything, but it could. I know like a lot of influences, like they don't want to see a certain person grow because they know they can control them, stuff like that. It's a whole different topic, but it's just, if you know, you know. If you understand, you understand. Like, you know, like if they have a person who can't think for themselves, and this person knows that they can control the way they think, or they can control the way they act, why would they want you to become your own person? So you gotta do things for yourself if it's something that you really want to do. And yeah, it gets like that. You may never think that your friends would do that to you, but trust me, it happens. It happens to a lot of people, and you know, you just gotta be comfortable with yourself, and you gotta believe in yourself too. If you want change in your life, you need to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can actually change. You have to believe that you can become the person that you want to become. And we're all supposed to, like I said, we're all supposed to change in our lives. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid of, you know, when this change happens. Like, don't be afraid of things coming into your life. Don't be afraid of things coming out of your life. Don't be afraid of people leaving your life. Don't be afraid of people trying to come into your life. It's just, change is ever, like, it's never going to end. Like, it's always going to happen until you die. So you can't be stagnant in this life, or you're just going to end up depressed, like I said. The only reason you're really depressed is because you made no progress in your life, or you made no progress in whatever goals you have, or you might have had a situation that set you back. But let's be honest, we all get over it eventually. Like, time heals us, but you can't let that little situation, or you can't let that little thing that happened to you just dictate the rest of your life. Like, you have to go out there and really do something with it. You have to use your emotions to change to a different person. You have to use your emotions to make your life better. You have to use your emotions to put into your goals, and you really need to start thinking about your future. You really need to start thinking of, man, how are people going to treat me if I'm still this same person who can't think of anything for themselves? Or how will my family see me if I can't even make my own opinions? Or if you have kids, let's say you have kids one day, what are your kids going to think of you if you can't even make your own decisions as a parent? Like, you got to really start thinking of these things if you want to have a better life, or if you just, I don't know, it's a lot, but I understand that a lot of people might not be ready to accept change in their life, or they might not be ready to, become a different person at this time. And the thing is, everything comes at perfect timing. So you might not be ready right now, but you never know. Next week you might change. Tomorrow you might change. A month from now you might change. A year from now you might change. Just be aware that this could happen at any time in your life. Be aware that there's going to be a point in time where you have to, take life serious, where you're going to have to, like, do something with your life. There's going to be a point in time where you won't have an option. You're going to have to, perform in this life, man. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, we all go through this. There's even like whoever you look up to, there's been moments in their life where they thought that they weren't worth anything, that they thought they was worth this pathetic, you know what I'm saying? But, they used what they felt like and became something of themselves. And, it's a beautiful thing once you actually do it, you know what I'm saying? So just realize these feelings won't be forever if you actually take control of your life. And, that should be your goal right now, is figuring out, how can I take control of my life? How can I change as a person? How can I do better? How can I, how can I become someone that's worthy of something? And, you know, don't take, don't take like, no, let me not say that. If you have negative thoughts in your head, you know, just, I want to say think positive, but just think of why you have these negative thoughts. And once you start to think of why you have these negative thoughts, try to find like a reason, or try to find like a step-by-step of how you can, you know, calm yourself down, or how you can get rid of these thoughts, or do something to distract yourself. Do something that's actually going to make you feel better. Like, example, exercise. Exercise always makes you feel better. Or do, you know, journal. You could write something. I just said that, but do something that involves your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you can, I guess, express yourself. Art, music. You know, you could talk to somebody. Because if you don't do anything to express your emotions, it's just gonna build up, and it's gonna turn into anger. Eventually, you're gonna start hating yourself. You're gonna start like treating people different. You know, it happened to me. I had a lot of like built up emotions. I used to feel worthless back then too, but I know when I had like these built up emotions, I treated people like they were like bad, or they weren't for me, or I was just kind of like angry at life. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of angry at life, angry at how I was. I didn't think my life would get any better. It's just a long list of things, man. So do something that involves your emotions, and, you know, try to find like a passion. Try to find something that doesn't make life seem so bad. And that's all I'm gonna say for now, man. My name is Keith Bryan. I hope this video helped you in some type of way. Like and subscribe. You know, follow your dreams, man. Don't let that little setback hinder your progress. Don't let that little setback, you know, dictate the rest of your life, man. Let that setback really change you as a person. Let that setback give you experience, you know. Just realize that life is full of setbacks. It's full of ups and downs, and, you know, you gotta make the best of whatever you have. You have to make the best of your situation. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You do with your life, but at the end of the day, you know, you gotta want the best for yourself. So yeah, I'll see you soon.